Hey everybody, welcome back to the Graff Farms YouTube channel. So took a few days off from filming. It was basically the same old stuff, nothing exciting going on, so everything's been running smooth, so there wasn't much to film anyway. Right now here this morning we are switching bins with our auger. We've got Eric backing up. We are watching this hole up here so we can see when he's centered, and we'll get this auger in so we can start dumping some trucks today. So we've got the auger in, flip that valve so it can't drop down anymore. Eric is going to crank this hopper down. We'll get it unhooked off this cable here. We are ready to go. Well, right now we got that truck dumped. Eric is headed in with another loaded truck to take it in and meet us in the field. We are walking to our combine here. Got a long drive going south now, almost all the way down to Jeffersonville, so we'll be in a lot of traffic. Dad's heading out with the head, and we'll be on our way. So we finally made it down here to the field. It's the length of the drive is not that bad. It's mainly dealing with all the traffic. So other than that, it's not terrible, but we're down here in town, and I think sometimes people don't understand whenever I'm coming through. There's not very many places I can get, so it's kind of hard to pull over when there's low-hanging wires on this side and a ditch, and I guess people think I can just pull off wherever, but we finally made it, and we're getting up here to the head right here, and we're going to get hooked up. Dad and Eric picked this field yesterday. We're going to go on back to another field across a ditch, and Dad's already back there running, and we'll be running here in just a few minutes. So we have our head on here. I was wrong. I thought this field we were in was done, but it is not. Eric is currently over here picking, but he's about got it knocked out, so we are going to go ahead onto this backfield and get started back here. Well, we have Dad now picking in this field with us, getting it pretty opened up, getting some beans unloaded here. This is one of those farms where I always wish I could get drone out and video on this farm, because I love it. I absolutely love this farm. But if you watch during planting season, you can see between those two, or that opening right there, is an airport. And I don't think running the drone on this farm, getting some good footage, would be a very good idea, because there is some pretty big planes that land over there, and they probably wouldn't appreciate my drone out here flying. So we just gonna have to live with GoPro footage on this farm. Almost emptied out here. Window's a little dirty, and it's a pretty nice section back in here. So we're getting part of it knocked out. Hopefully be done with it here soon and moving on to the next one. Flying. So we have had corn here, so eventually we will have to get a spray drone in on this, and when we do that, we'll have to authorization to be able to do that, and we'll have to be in contact with the airport over here, let them know what's going on, and set certain heights that we can't go over so that we're not bothering any planes or anything like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because I do know with our spray drones, obviously we're not flying that high, so we will worry about that probably maybe next year, and that'll be an interesting video that day. So when we're in some nice fields with some longer runs for some auto steer and get running pretty good, normally what we end up doing, or whatever I end up doing, is even while I'm paying attention, see I got my headphone in here, and we've got some more YouTube playing over here. Right now I'm watching Ivor's Farms. You have to check them out. They're over in Illinois and Indiana, down there in the southern part of Indiana. Check them out. And then also right before this, I was watching the Farmer Johnson YouTube channel. They're over in Ohio, and he's a very, very good one to watch. I enjoy watching both their videos. So that's what we do when we're running, or what I do when I'm running, and catch up on, see what everybody else is doing, what kind of problems they have, and it kind of helps in the end whenever we have some of the same problems, let you know where to start looking and kind of get some other ideas off some other people. So really enjoy watching. Well, we had a tight little crossing that we went across the creek, and left the head on here. Picked those fields, didn't notice nothing. Came back across the crossing, and I've got a section that keeps dragging up. So my guess would be we have a broken section. It's all the way down on the end. We're getting some tools here, and we're gonna get out and check it out, see how bad it is. So while we're out here, we're going to check all these. See one here on the end broke. Walk all the way down through here. And this one is just gone. So we will get this one put in and then get that other one fixed, and we should be good to go again. Well, decided to jump on it pretty quick, not record it. So we've got our new one in here. McDonald was really thinking ahead on these new heads. They've got this notched out and this section notched out, so that you don't have to take that guard off on the very end. If you have to slide a section in there, you can just slide the section straight in. And we had to loosen all these up down through here to get this up enough and knock these bolts out. So we have that finished up. We're gonna go ahead, put this head on the trailer, and get moved on to the next farm. Well, we got moved to our last farm here for the night. Dew's already starting to fall pretty heavy, so we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. I don't have any empty trucks anyway, so shut it down for the night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, what's going on? Next morning here, we got this truck heading out, that truck heading out, heading down to the field. I am walking over to this pickup. We got the skid steer on there, taking it down. We got some openings that need mowed back a little bit so we can get through with the head. So we've got our tree mower on there, and Josh can be working on that while I'm picking. So we're gonna get this on there and get down there and get started for the day. Well, we've got the pickup and those semis down where my combine's at. Last night it was getting too late. Didn't want to move this one with all the traffic. So like I said, we're down here in town where it's busy, so didn't want to move it, but now we're gonna go ahead and get it unhooked and get it moved over there with mine. Well, we got Dad's combine moved. kind of hard to record anything going down the road while we're down here because of how busy it is. So like I said, we got it moved. I am back in my combine now. There is the skid steer. Josh is walking over to start unloading it, and I'm just gonna pick us out a path back to where he needs to go work and get our opening cut out a little bit bigger, and that way he can work on that. The beans might still be a little too wet, but we're getting ready to find out. If they are, we will find something else to do for just a little bit. We can even help him, and if not, we'll get started here. So we are back here to the opening. It's a little hard to see with the sun coming through that way. Josh is going to get it pushed open for us, and we're probably going to head back out front and try and find us a field that's completely in the sun, because when we get in the shade, the beans are still pretty wet. We had a pretty good frost last night, so it picked up some moisture, but well, like I said, if I'm in the sun, they seem to be doing fine, so we'll go find us a sunny field. So we've got him a spot all the way back into there now, and got back out here to the truck. We're going to dump these off, and now I'm supposed to go over to this field, and that is a different farm, so that's what you can kind of see it. We've got this other truck right here. It's already got part of that farm on it, so we're going to finish putting it on that truck. This farm that we're on this side of the road is going to go on this truck, and that truck whenever it gets back from the granary. So I noticed whenever I was cutting on my way back out, my moisture sensor dropped all the way to 5% beans, and I know that that's not right with what I was cutting. So we are going to get ready and hop out whenever I'm empty here. We're going to check out our moisture sensor and see if maybe there's some beans stuck on it, or if it blew a fuse or something like that before we get started. So let's get these dumped off and we'll get out and check that out. So we're walking around here, the other side of the combine where our moisture sensor's at. Get the side panel opened up. Climb up here. So basically, the moisture sensor is in this auger, and I have the fuse on it, but first we're going to pull this pin on this auger, pull it out, and see if we have anything going on in there. Well, we are back in the cab here now, heading over to that other field, and we're going to see if that fixed our problem. Well, we finished up these two farms we were on. It's now about 6 o'clock, and Dad has already left. He had a dinner he had to go to tonight, and I have a school function, so it's daylight, and we're gonna go ahead and quit because we both have stuff to go do tonight. And down here where we're at, like I said, it's very, very busy. We're down in New Albany now, and it's gonna be pretty hard to move around 6 o'clock on a Friday down here where we're at. So we're gonna head on home for the night and come back down here probably Sunday. We have a golf scramble to go to tomorrow and a couple other things, so we're gonna do that, and then Sunday or Monday we'll be back down here, which is totally fine because these were still just a little early, still a little green stemmed, and it won't hurt them a couple days to sit and die a little bit more. So we'll start back down here Sunday or Monday, but that's probably going to do it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.